Welcome back to another episode of Mindless Prattle. I'm Ripley. That one over there is Jordan. We're your hosts who talk to you about anything and everything and nothing in between. Welcome back.
I got something got in my throat.
Is it your throat?
When has that ever been an answer to that statement?
Well, you know, like when somebody's like, "Oh, I got something in my eye," and they're like, "Is it your eyeball?" Like, it doesn't.
It's not
doesn't
usually
work
the
for throat.
eyeball. It's
Oh.
it's usually your finger because they're messing with their eye.
Mm.
So you touch your eye to get something out, and then they say,
Really,
"I have
I've always
something in
the
my
one I've
eye,"
always
and you're
heard is
"Oh,
like,
yeah, it's
"Oh, is it your
finger."
eyeball?" Because like your eyeball's in there, you know.
Your eyeball is in your eye. That's what you're going with, huh?
That's just what I've always heard.
I don't believe that you've remembered that.
Yes, I have some memories. Contrary to popular
No,
belief, most
I
of them are
don't.
just bad.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about.
What episode are we on?
110?
I don't know.
It's episode 110.
Is it? Wow, you said it with such confidence the second time. Now I have to believe you.
109 was mindless mini pigs.
So I finally subscribed to the channel. So
You didn't
That's good.
subscribe to our channel?
I just did, remember?
Oh my gosh. So now we have 11?
No, I was 10. I told you that.
Oh.
You were like, "Oh, we have 9, almost double digits." And then I was like, "I'll make it 10." And I was like, "No, it's 10."
Oh.
And you were like, "Oh, good. Yay."
Oh. I didn't know that meant you were following us.
Oh boy.
It's just like when you took a year to subscribe to my Twitch channel.
What a lie. Wait, there's a very big difference between clicking a button on YouTube and paying money to watch my own
No, like-
girlfriend. Like, what are you
Like
talking about?
subscribing to my channel, not like paying.
Yes,
You know, like
a
on
subscription on Twitch is paying.
what is it called?
You have
when
to follow. You can follow people for
you
free.
didn't follow me on Twitch for like a year.
Yes, I did. What a
I really
lie.
want to get back to streaming, but I feel like I
You
barely
do
have
not
enough
have
time
the
as it is.
energy or the time. Don't even try to lie to yourself right now.
But I'm like, maybe next time you take a trip, I'll try streaming.
Maybe. You're rocking back and forth a lot right now. Are you okay? Your meds ain't kicked in yet?
I don't know. I don't feel like they're working that well lately.
Well, you got to have faith in drugs. Like, you guys didn't see it, but like when she reached forward just now, it was because she was touching a little Minecraft bee, because we need to touch that right now.
The OCD has been OCDing.
Just be like the cat. Lay on a charger.
Although, okay, so you know how like I do a bunch of stuff with my feet and you're always like, stop it, you weirdo.
You're currently doing it.
So, no, I'm doing it to illustrate. So,
no, you're doing it because you had the urge. And you're like, if I talk
well,
about it,
because I was
can
already
do
doing it with my toes. I learned it's called cricketing. Like, it's like an actual thing that neurodivergent people do, apparently.
You could look up anything and someone's given it a name or a word.
Well, because
for
I always
it.
just thought I
What
was
do
a
you mean?
weirdo. And then somebody online was like, oh, yeah, I learned this is like an actual thing because I just thought I was a weirdo. And I'm like, are we all just out there thinking we're weirdos, but it's normal?
No, it's not normal for you to keep kicking this table.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was kicking it.
I know. You don't realize your own limbs are moving.
I have a really bad perception of my body.
Which doesn't make any sense because crickets are very much aware of what they're doing.
No, it's called that because of the way crickets rub their legs together.
What? Flies do that. I'm going to call you a fly.
I'm not flying, though. That one's already taken.
Being fly-like, that's on you. Prepping the poop salad, that's on
What was
you know,
that
I don't know.
story like that kids read about the old lady swallowing a fly?
I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I never memorized it because
We
I don't know.
we used to do it in choir for Halloween. We'd like create a whole arrangement for it and perform it for Halloween at school.
There was an old lady who swallowed a fly, a classic nursery rhyme. It tells a a nonsensical tale of an old woman who swallows increasingly large animals, each to catch the previously swallowed one, culminating in her swallowing a horse, which causes her death. Thank you for that overview. I didn't remember she died, but that's fun.
Yeah, she like explodes. Nursery rhymes are so fun. Most of them have like really dark pasts.
Most all of them do, yeah. It was to keep kids from like going in like scary forests at night.
To be fair, iPad children weren't invented yet. They had to do something. They're like, let's go play in the forest. I see some mushrooms over there.
What's the forest in Germany that a lot of nursery rhymes and like folk tales originate from? It's like the Black Forest or something. I think it's the one that J.K. Rowling based the Harry Potter forest off of too. But anyway, it's like a really thick forest.
Yeah, it is called the Black Forest.
Yeah, it's like a really thick growing forest where if you're in there at night, there's no moonlight that comes through because the treetops are so thick that there's like, I used the word thick 3 times. It's fine. And so there's no light that comes through and it's just pitch black in there.
I feel like that's
scary.
What like how forests should be though, you know? Like
not all of them.
I don't know. I want the trees back, I guess.
The trees, what?
Like there's not as many forests, you know, as there used to be.
Yeah.
I miss trees.
When was the last time you hugged a tree?
Why would I hug a tree?
Well, you miss them so much. I thought you'd hug them. I don't know.
Did you know most trees are connected? I think that's so cool.
Most trees? Like the one outside is connected to the one in Vancouver? Or
no, so like, say like you have a grove of trees or a forest of trees. Their roots and stuff communicate messages to each other. Like, they talk to each other. And I think that's really cool.
Do they say, like, get out of the way, that's my sunlight?
No.
What do we...
I mean, maybe. I was talking to one of my friends about this because she's vegetarian. I see your eyes. I know I keep hitting the table. I'm sorry.
Your vegetarian friend likes to communicate with trees?
No, I was talking about how they've proven like plants and like vegetables and things like that have sentience.
Sentience is very different from able to communicate. Let's be very clear.
Yeah, well,
on
like they have
like
some degree of sentience. Like
you
know, they can feel small like degrees of pain. It's not the way that we perceive things, but it is.
We're not plants.
Perception on a different scale. But basically, like, they know when they're being cut down or pulled out, and they send chemical messages to other plants, like, warning them, like, oh, my God, there's a predator. And so I was telling my vegetarian friend about that. I was like, how does that make you feel? And she goes, I hate this planet.
This planet hates you, too. You don't like it? Stop eating. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
I hate that there's, like, no ethical way to be alive.
Does that mean no ethical way?
Like you're always hurting something or someone else.
Do you think all the animals are unethical because they eat each other?
No, it's just their nature.
Animals eat plants. Are they unethical?
But animals, I feel like...
Are you saying it's unethical because we know that a plant can talk to another plant?
I think that's
like
part of it.
Part of it?
That's part of it is like we have the knowledge to know like animals are like a different life form and like we think killing is wrong as humans. But I lost my train of thought.
So I'm asking you which part of it is the unethical part.
Oh.
So it's unethical to eat is essentially what you're saying.
So like we have the awareness that other things are alive and that like we can choose to not harm them, but there's really no choice because like everything we do harms something in some way. Like it's just how the world is.
So you're gonna stop eating on principle, or like?
No, wasn't there like a group of people in history who did that?
What, monks? They fast, I guess. You gotta type less aggressively. You're just shaking the whole thing. Like, put the laptop in your lap if you're gonna type that aggressively.
Okay,
it's way better. But if you're gonna talk, you need to look back up.
Yeah, I will. It's kind of like Buddhist, but like they would ask permission from trees and stuff to take their fruit.
So go talk to a tree. If that makes you feel better before you buy cabbage instead of lettuce, go talk to it. Like, well, I don't know. Like, why did you plant the vegetables outside? Like eventually you're gonna have to tear parts of that off, or you're just growing it up to watch it die.
Because I think small gardening and small farming is more ethical than buying things from the grocery store.
Oh,
And
so
also,
killing in smaller amounts is more ethical, is what you're saying.
I mean, if you had to choose between killing 2 people or 200 people, you would pick 2, right?
Well, is that your answer to the trolley problem?
Yeah, I think that's what most people would answer.
So you choose to kill one person over doing nothing and letting nature kill 5.
It's not letting nature kill 5 because,
Well, if you do nothing, those plants will die.
well, in the trolley problem
You're
with
growing them
people,
specifically to kill them.
if you do nothing, it's guaranteed to hurt people. But if you do something, you can hurt less people.
It's guaranteed to hurt people either way. That's the whole point of the problem, babe.
Yeah, but
The whole
like,
point is your level of involvement. Do you want to be directly responsible for a small number of deaths or a bystander in a large number?
small number of deaths is better.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you've ethically chosen that a small number of deaths in that garden is better than going to the store and buying a tomato.
Well, I also heard that they taste better when you grow them yourself.
Yeah, I'm sure it does taste better when you kill things by hand. I don't.
Would you ever eat human meat? Like, if
Mhm.
you could do it without hurting someone?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Why not? It's supposed to taste like chicken almost, isn't it?
I thought it was pork.
Was it pork? I might be wrong.
Yeah, I've heard pork, but obviously I've never consumed human myself.
What does human flesh smell like? No. Flesh called? What does it look like? No. Taste.
That sounds like something an alien would say. What does human flesh look like?
This tribe is an expert on the subject. It tastes like pork, but a little more bitter. Yeah, you were right. It was pork. Makes sense. We eat garbage like them.
I feel bad that pigs taste so good because they're some of the smartest animals. It is crazy. Like, they have an almost like human level of intelligence. Is like a 3 to 5-year-old is what I've heard. What? And they only eat people if they've been given a taste for people. So, like, that's a lie.
Were you just going around assuming that pigs ate people?
Well, no, because, like, people have this, like, image in their head because, you know, some murderers have used their pigs to dispose of bodies by feeding them to their pigs. And there's almost no trace left behind. Like, they have to, like, test the soil composition and the composition of the pig's shit and stuff like that. But so, like, a lot of people were like, oh, yeah, like, pigs eat people. But you have to, like, she's scratching a post.
Oh, I sounded like the ice maker, but I was like, that's a lot of ice that it's dropping.
What was I saying?
I don't know. Something about how you like killing things.
No.
She rolled
Unless
her
it's
eyes.
The Sims.
Mm.
So,
How's that more ethical?
because I'm pretty sure they don't have consciousness.
Well, whoever's playing this reality is pretty sure we don't, but
It's like, whoever's controlling my sim, can you, like, cure me? Where's my mother load?
okay.
If you don't play The Sims, mother load gives you $50,000.
If you don't play The Sims, then good for you, honestly.
If you had to pick a video game to live in, which one would you pick?
To live in?
Yeah.
Like, forever?
Mm-hmm.
Does the video game logic apply where, like, I come back if I die or I just die?
Sure. You can come back if you die.
Hmm.
Who cares? It's a video game.
Well, that's what I'm asking, because if you're living in the video game as if it's a real world and you die and you don't
Say,
come
like,
back, and you're like,
you
that
come back
sounds
to
like a
life if you
dangerous
die in
one.
the video game, but after 100 years, you would die.
What sense does that make? I get old, but but I'm immortal for that time.
Yeah, like, you
What
can
the
go on your
fuck?
adventures. So say you wanted to live in Skyrim, you could get killed by dragons and stuff, but you'd come back to life, and then after living 100 in-game years, you get to
100
expire.
in-game years? Get off that, little devil. Sorry, little Nazi. And
Oh my god, don't call her that.
why? She's got the stash.
Jordan likes to call our tuxedo cat sweet roll Little Hitler or Little Nazi because she's got, like, a little black spot. but she has not committed mass crimes against humanity yet. So
She keeps killing your plants. You just told me that it was unethical to kill plants. Just saying.
well,
No.
she's killing the plants because she's trying to catch a fly.
Oh yeah, she's double murdering. That's cool.
It's like a double
Collateral
negative.
damage.
It cancels
Boop.
itself out, you know?
It does not.
You gotta murder two
Like,
people.
she's
'cause
not
it
trying
doesn't
to
count.
save the plant from the fly. She just doesn't care about the plant, so she kills it while she's also trying to kill something else. Like your cat, you need to spray her or something. She keeps grabbing that microphone arm.
I will kill you.
She'll gas you. It's fine.
Shut the fuck up. That is not appropriate for the internet.
Okay.
Like, some thoughts are inside thoughts.
Yeah. Speaking of which, so we were at Cidercade last week, and for those who don't know, that sucks. And so we were
It's
there.
like a video game arcade that sells cider.
Wow, panderer. And anyway, we were there, and I, as one does, I had to go to the bathroom because of cider. So I went in there to go pee, and as I'm like walking up to the urinal, one of the stalls there, I hear it flush, right? Go pee, don't think anything of it. And then I hear a guy go, "Dang." And I was like, that's a weird thing to hear. And then I hear that the stall, it flushes again.
Oh, no.
And then it's just quiet, like you're just waiting or something. So I finished peeing. I'm over there washing my hands, and he goes, "What are you doing? Is this a 3 flusher?" And he hits it again. And he goes, "Yeah, it was a 3 flusher." I'm like, "Who are you talking to in there?"
Why are you saying this out loud? Like,
He was
what are you, a
just talking to
narrator?
himself. He's like, "Yeah, that was a 3 flusher." And he walked out and I saw me and was like, "Hey." I was like, "Hey, man."
Men. Okay, so you know, like, how men have rules for, like, who uses which urinal? Like, if there's empty urinals, like, you don't go next to another guy type of thing.
Okay.
Women do the same fucking thing in the bathrooms, and it's so annoying. Because, like, there will be all the stalls are empty, and you pick one, and then another woman comes in, and they pick the one next to you, and it's like, there's like 8 empty stalls. Why are you coming next to me? And I hate them. If you do that,
Why does that matter? Are you offended by their shoe or like what?
well, what if I'm trying to take a shit and I don't want somebody else listening in?
Are you listening in? You're in a public restroom. You've foregone privacy.
I just don't like
The first word is public. What do you mean you don't like the sound? You think other people are walking in being like, "Oh yeah, what music can we hear today?"
Yeah, I guess
like,
not.
like they're equally trying to leave. And if you were making sound, no one would go in the one next to you. Just saying. I'm just saying. So I was going through bills last week because I'm an adult, and I was like, man, I got some memberships I just don't need. So I called one place, got that one canceled. But then yesterday I was like, the other one I couldn't find how to cancel it. So I was like, you know what? It's a car wash place. I'll just go get a car wash because I need one anyway, and cancel it while I'm there. So I went, I got a haircut, not at the car wash place, and then went over to the car wash place, and it was at the one we don't normally go to, like the older one. I went over there. I pulled up, and because it has my license plate on file, I pull up to the sensor, and it just says, "You're good to pull forward." And I was like, no, I want the option. I thought it'd have an option on the screen to cancel it, but it didn't. It was just pull forward, and then it wouldn't say anything. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I have to pull forward. And right as I'm like looking for the option, like reading the instructions on like maybe how to cancel it, and maybe it's written somewhere. It wasn't. But this guy comes over. And he goes, "Hey, can I help you pick out something today?" I was like, "No, I have the membership, but I'm just trying to cancel it. I don't know how." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "After your car wash, we can cancel it inside." And I was like, "All right, I'll go inside." Then he goes, "Actually, I can take down your the last 4 of the card that you used and go inside and cancel it for you while you're going through, and then I'll just meet you on the other side with the confirmation." I was like, "Cool, even better." Right?
Sus.
So I was like, all right, sure. So I pull around. Car in front of me goes to the car wash, no problem. The lady at the work in the car wash, she starts like scrubbing off like bugs and stuff and whatnot. And he comes back out, and so she stops because she didn't want to like spray water in the car. So I roll down my window, and he's like, it was a membership for Rogelio, and I was like, nope, no, that's not me. And he goes, okay, I can't find yours then. And I was like, he's like, what was the last name? And so I pull out my ID, and I was like, this is it. He goes, okay. So he writes down the last name, goes back inside. She goes with him. So now I'm just sitting there at the front of this car wash. She comes back out, starts scrubbing stuff again, like nothing. Like I was
She's
like,
I don't
okay.
know what's going on.
Yeah, he comes back out. He gives me a little ticket, and he's like, "Hey, here's your here's your cancellation confirmation. You can still use the car wash through whatever date." He's like, "And you're good to go." And I was like, "Oh, perfect, thank you." So then she hits some buttons, and put the car in neutral, start going through the car wash. The only thing happening is those little like spinners, they're going, but nothing else. There's no water, no soap, no. I get to the end, the dryers aren't on, and I was like, "Did they cancel me prematurely? Like, what just happened?" They were like, "No car wash for you today." So I pull out front. Same guy who's been helping me. He's like, "Oh yeah, you can pull over right here, and they'll dry your car off for you." And I was like, "Okay." So I pulled over to the side. The guys with the rags come over to dry off the car, and they're looking at it and they're like, yeah, it didn't spray down your car. Do you?" They're like, just go back through and we'll get it on that side. And I was like, okay. So I drive back around. Guy behind me drives back around too, because same thing happened to him. And then by the time I get back around, now there's 2 cars in front of me. And so there's now 2 cars in front of me that are about to go through this non-car wash for the first time, and then me and the guy behind me who've already gone through.
Hold on. Why would they tell you guys to go back through? Why wouldn't they check it first and be like, "Oh, this is the problem"?
Yeah, no. So then those 2 went through, and that guy who's been helping me, he's like, "Oh," he's like, "You," he came over and said something, and I was like, "Yeah, they told me to go back through, but I don't think the car wash is working." And he looked at it, and he looked at that car in front of me that was going through, and it was just spinning, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's broken." And I was like, "What are you doing?" So I was like, "Are you? Do I just wait here till it's fixed or something?" He's like, "No, we'll try resetting it real quick, and if that doesn't work, we'll figure something out real quick." I was like, "All right." So then I just put the car in park, and I'm sitting there, and they try for like 5 minutes to like reset it, restart it. Still no water, no nothing. And he goes, "Well, I feel bad. He's like, "We'll just wash your car by hand, real quick, and then get you out of here since it's broken and you already paid and whatnot." And then they closed down the car wash behind me, behind that guy behind me, so that no one else could come in. And I was like, "All right, sure." So they washed off my car by hand, and then I can't go through the car wash because those things are still spinning and it's still like dripping soap and stuff, So then they have to guide me down like a back alley around the car wash, and there's literally like a guy going like this the whole time, like. I'm like, okay, sure. We get all the way to the front, and then they dry off my car, and they're like, "Anyway, have a good day." And I was like, "Bro, this has been like the longest 30-minute car wash that I was there for almost 30 minutes.
I feel bad. Like, I feel like I should be tipping y'all for doing this right now.
See,
like,
I did not, because I was like, dude, it's been almost 30 minutes, and none of you wanted to look down at the car wash and realize that it wasn't spraying water.
No, literally, the first car that came out and it didn't have anything, and I'd be like,
me, yeah.
After that, I would go and look at it like, "Oh yeah, that's not working. I should call someone." Like,
yeah, it took 4 cars going through and me telling them for them to look at the car wash and be like, "Oh yeah, there's no water or soap." Oh yeah, like if only that was important for a car wash.
I think it's so funny that you let them wash it by hand. I would have just been like, I'm just gonna go to the other location. Like,
nah,
goodbye.
I had other stuff to do in that area, and my car was covered in soap. Like I could barely see through the windshield because there was soap drying on it. And I was like, "No, you need to wash off my car at least." So they washed it by hand. I'm like, "Good."
Okay, that makes
But
sense.
they offered. I didn't like demand it. They just offered it. They're like, "Yeah, let's do this." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, they're like, "Wow, this guy's real chill."
Yeah,
Thank you.
I was like, I don't. guy behind me, I don't know how he made it out because the guy behind me had a huge truck. He was not fitting down that alley. So good luck to
I don't
him.
know. He probably could have just driven over the bumpers, honestly. But I don't know what that car wash looks like because I've never been to that one.
It's not great. Well, I even asked that lady who just was kind of absent-minded, and I was like, "Does it break a lot?" She goes, "Yeah, it breaks pretty often." I was like, "Shouldn't you guys know what to do then?" She's like, "Yeah, we do, but none of the guys who know how to fix it are working today." And I was like, "Maybe they should teach you
Yeah.
guys."
Okay, no, it's such a pain in the ass being the employee who knows how to fix shit because like for example, like our cold brew machines, like they're really finicky. Shit will go wrong with them.
Yeah.
Every time people be like, I can't get it to work, and I'll do like 2 things, and it starts working immediately, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm. It's like
you
that.
could try.
It's like that meme that was, or I think it was like a tweet. It was like, if you ever wonder why your IT guy is so mad all the time and angry on the phone, I just drove 3 hours to hit the on switch on a server that 3 different people assured me was on already.
Yeah.
I was like, yep.
And I get frustrated because, like, a lot of times when I'm calling tech support, low key, I usually know more than they do about the problem or like what I'm doing. Like, especially like, cause like there's like levels. Like they have like level 1, and then if they can't fix it, they'll send you to a higher level.
That first like 20 minutes on the phone with anybody in IT is super annoying because they're like, "Did you do this step? Did you do this step? Did you do this step?" I'm like, "Yes, those are the steps on your support website. I followed all 6 of those steps, and now step 7 was call you, and now you're telling me to redo all those steps." It's super annoying.
I get why they have to, because like people don't read, they don't pay attention to things. Like I do that a lot too, but when it comes to stuff with technology, like I will go through the troubleshooting and I'll fix things. And then I get people on their phone and they're like, "Did you try turning it on and off again?" And I'll be like, "Yep." Oh, okay. Let me figure out what you got to do next.
I was on the phone with Apple support, and because my Face ID just stopped working. I don't know why. They didn't even tell me why when I got it fixed. They were like, "Oh yeah, it just stopped working." I'm like, "Okay."
Just did it.
Yeah, it just happened. But they were like, "Yeah, it stopped working." And so I called them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, let me look at your phone." And I was like, "How?" So they download. They were like, "Oh yeah, just click on these buttons, and it'll pop up a screen that allows me to just look at your whole screen and run diagnostics on it." And I was like, "Okay." So I clicked on it, ran all the diagnostics. And then after like 5 minutes of it running, he goes, "Oh yeah, it says your Face ID isn't working." And I was like,
"Yeah, it's
"Yes,
not."
that is why I called you." He's like, well, you're gonna have to take it to an Apple store. And I was like, "Awesome, thank you, I guess. Thanks for that." But like he was walking me through, he's like, "Okay, now click over here." And I was like, "Bro, if you can look at the screen, why wouldn't you just be able to like remote take over the screen and click on what you need to?" Like this is so annoying that he was like, "Now click over here, right here, click on this thing right here." And I'm like, "Yep, okay." He's like, "Okay, now click back. Now click on this thing." And I was like, we just went back and forth in like 6 different menus a bunch of times. And I'm like, "What are we doing?" And then he was finally like, well, I don't see anything obvious. Let me run diagnostics. I'm like, why didn't you just start with that? Like, I could have clicked on everything in the fucking settings menu. Like, what? Crazy.
I try to be calm and just remind myself, like, they're doing their job. But damn, I'm like, I already did this part. Let's skip.
It was so long. I was at a work thing for the past few weeks, and these some of my favorite people. They are just the people who just want to complain about everything.
Me.
The first day we got there, well, we checked in on like Sunday afternoon, and then the first like get together was Monday morning, right? Well, so Monday morning, the guy in charge was like, "Hey, is there any issues with the rooms? Like, is anything broken? Is the AC not working? Whatever, right?" And everybody was like, "No, it's pretty good. Most part, blah blah, whatever." There's one lovely person in the back of the room. She's like, "Oh yeah, my shower was disgusting." And he's like, "Is there like mold growing in it? Like what's going on?" She's like, "There was a," what'd she say? She's like, "Oh, the curtain, the shower curtain was had a yellow spot on it, and there was a spider in there." That's what she stopped the entire like announced it to like 30
Not a
people
spider.
that there was a yellow spot on a curtain and a spider in the bathroom. And we were like, every other person looking, we're like, okay, well, you're in Texas, so
There's gonna be spiders.
it's a spider. We're like, okay. I think I even told you later in the week, I moved my luggage and there was a wolf spider. It was probably about like that big.
Okay, that's
it
probably a
was-
female then.
It was sitting on the ground under my stuff, and I was like, all right, I know you were here first, but
Yeah, because
touch
we
my
get
stuff.
wolf spiders a lot at work, and I just have to pick them up and take them outside.
yeah. What are you going to call this episode? I got my title pick, but you tell me yours. We'll pick whose is better.
Mindless wolf spiders?
You just going with animals, huh?
Yeah, I figured I'd keep on theme.
Theme nothing.
What's yours?
Mindless washy fun times.
Why?
For the car wash story.
Washy fun times.
Yeah.
That sounds like a video game. Like, what
I
is
think it's
it?
good.
Five Nights at Freddy's type of thing. Washy fun time.
I like
Haunted
it.
car wash. They're
Oh,
making a
that's-
second movie
About a
for
car
Five Nights
wash.
at Freddy's.
Oh, I bet. Video game movies all the rage right now.
I really liked the first one. I thought it was just the right amount of cheesy. Like,
I haven't seen it.
oh, we should watch it. It's on Peacock. It's got who's the guy that plays Peter Malark? His name Josh something.
What screenshot is that?
Oh, it's one of my Twitch graphics. My computer just rotates through random photo files.
No, you put them all in this same file. Like you can pick which folder it goes through. That's what I do.
I hadn't picked one file, and like I have a background file, but it just rotates through all of them for some reason.
Just do the outro.
Well, this has been a I was trying to say this has been an episode, and I almost said this has been a prattle.
She's starting with the fly. We're going
This
way
has
up to the
been
horse, though.
a mindless episode of prattling. We hope you enjoyed what you heard. I'm Ripley. That's Jordan. You can catch us every Monday wherever you get your podcasts, and every Tuesday on YouTube. Yeah.